This is the way.
What is up, Star Wars fans, and welcome back to another review here at Carbonite Convos. We just finished Chapter 5 of the Book of Boba Fett, but tonight, spoilers. If you've seen it, please don't. If you haven't seen it, don't watch. Tonight, it was more like the Book of Din Djarin. It was all Mando, and I was here for it. I was a little disappointed we didn't see Boba Fett, but we'll get into that. Alec, immediate thoughts on the episode?
Yeah, just literally just like you said. This was not Book of Boba Season 1, Episode 5. This was The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 1. And
I know.
I'm here for it. I loved it. I loved the callbacks. I loved everything it stood for. And we're going to dive into that here in a second. But before we do, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Let us know what you thought of the episode down in the comments below. We'd love to know what you thought about it. Just obviously, we love talking about it. So, Nick, go ahead and just get us going here, man. Immediate takeaways.
My first one was, with us having Emily Swallow, aka the Armor, with us having been able to interview her about a year ago now, we asked her if she had a role as the Armor moving forward, and obviously, we got that.
She declined to answer. I mean, obviously,
couldn't answer. She was like, I don't know, but that gave us confirmation that she was could still possibly be alive,
right?
And we were able to see her tonight as he finds their hidden covert of her and Paz Vizsla. So seeing the Armor again and being able to have Emily on this channel, that was so awesome. I just feel like we're so connected to the character now.
Yeah, no, I like that you said that because like in season 1 of Mando, yes, she was a cool character, a lot of mystery revolving around her and all that, but we saw her provide some very in-depth knowledge about the Darksaber, about Mandalore, about training Din with the Darksaber. And to me, that shows that she's been through it. And she obviously is very educated, or is just a very, powerful person inside of this covert. So I don't know. I just really liked seeing that.
Yeah, no, definitely. The knowledge she has is unbelievable. And the first mention, they didn't mention him by name, but she said, so you completed your mission. Obviously, mission being to return Baby Yoda, aka Grogu, back to his kind, which I think when we first heard that, back to his kind meant whatever his species is, but
right.
His kind was the Jedi, and obviously he went away with the most famous
the man
Jedi
himself.
of them all. And you saw grown men sob live on YouTube, us being two of them. But I think it was really cool that we got a lot of mention to Grogu, and we're definitely going to talk about him at the end of this with that ending. But I love how the little cloth was shaped like his head and his ears. I'm interested to see what's inside that.
My guess is going to be like a pendant of some sort.
Yeah, something about the mythosaur. I would assume, but I don't know.
That's their what's it called? Their
signet.
That's their signet. They're a clan now. Like they are father and son, man. They really are.
But theirs isn't the mythosaur. Theirs was the
mudhorn.
Mudhorn. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll get back to Grogu for sure. But moving on, we finally saw another battle for the Darksaber. We've seen a good several now, the last one being Din dueling Moff Gideon for it, but he didn't really care about it. He was just trying to get Gideon, not the Darksaber. So it was interesting seeing Paz Vizsla fight him for the saber. Obviously, we could see that coming from a mile away just because of the character's past, his last name,
and now his confirmation of relation to Tar Vizsla.
Yes, that it was from his family, Tar Vizsla, Pre Vizsla, that they're all from the same house. She mentions the cautionary tale of Bo-Katan Kryze.
I like that. I was always wondered if she did a good job. Obviously, Mandalore was falling apart when she was coming to power, but it's non-existent now apparently. So obviously she did not do a good job.
Well, going off of what the Armorer says is, if you lay claim to the Darksaber and rule of Mandalore, and you didn't win it by combat, you're dooming Mandalore. I can't remember the exact words. Pretty much, you're dooming Mandalore, which it seems like that's exactly what happened.
I like that they brought that up because when that happened at the end of season 2 of Mando, that was a big concern. It was like, how come she couldn't just take it? She took it from Sabine, and it was no big deal. But now we see the repercussions of what happened, so it kind of puts an answer to the problem of why couldn't she have just taken it again? But obviously, she learned from her mistake.
Yep. It begs the question, where is she? But I have no idea where she could be, so we might as well not even waste time on it because we have a lot more to talk about from the episode. Moving on, we see Din defeat Paz Vizsla. She asked if he removed his helmet. He did. He's kicked out. No longer a Mando. So that was unfortunate. I think he's going to go to Mandalore. We said it in one of our theory videos. I think he's definitely going to go to Mandalore now.
I see that happening in season 3 of Mando, though.
Yes, because this is not about
happen
Mandalore.
in this.
Dude, I think this is about him helping. But like we said, he's helping Boba with Tatooine. Boba might be able to help him with Mandalore, and everybody's happy. But let's move on to Tatooine. What is the first thing that stuck out to you on Tatooine?
Oh, well, okay. Well, the first thing we saw was BD.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
BD something.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like, obviously, the pod racing callback was awesome. But going in chronological order, bro, BD. You wonder, is
that
he
raises
the same
a
one?
lot of questions. I don't know, man, because there's who knows how many droids are out there. We've never seen another one outside of Fallen Order, like you said on the reaction, but he's a different color scheme. But the one thing that but like makes me kind of believe it is like his mannerisms, like how he was very active and hyper. And I don't know, man, like there's talk of bringing Cal to live action. This would be the time to do it. This would be the opportunity to do it. It was one of these shows. This
would be super neat. And I can't remember the actor that played him. It was the guy in Shameless, played the Joker in a video game. But the guy who played Cal Kestis said he's really excited for the future of Cal.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's definitely not a situation where he was a one-and-done character. We're going to see him again. It's just when and where. So it was cool to see BD. It kind of makes you think, is Cal anywhere close?
Right.
But, we can only guess about that right now. Moving on, we see the N1 Starfighter. How cool is that?
Really cool seeing it. Like, I liked seeing it dismembered because it showed how old it is.
Yeah.
And she was talking about,
part by part too.
Exactly. Like trying to find how old these parts are. Super interesting. And then the new paint job on it is pristine.
Yeah. It kind of makes you wonder it's kind of like the ship of Theseus from WandaVision. If it's been completely replaced, is it the same ship? But was this main hull, was it the one Anakin flew? It's just, I doubt we'll ever know, but it's just, cool to think about, see if it maybe was his.
No, absolutely. Like, we'll never know, but
it flies sublight,
dude,
without a ring.
It hauls.
It was cool to see the Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me wonder where Trapper Wolf is, though, because that was the first time we saw, and I can't remember the other character's name. That was the first time we saw him without Dave Filoni's Trapper Wolf character, except for when he spoke with edit this part
with Cara Dune.
Spoke with Cara Dune. So it was interesting to see them. He recognized his voice. He let him go because obviously he knows that. It seemed like he knew that Din was trying to help their cause. But yeah, man, N1 Starfighter. A lot of people didn't believe it, but I went into it with an open mind, and it was cool that it showed up. Going back to the beginning a little bit. I'm sorry to jump around on this one. I didn't expect to see Mando that quick.
I didn't expect him to be that quick and for the entire episode to be about him. If I had to guess, maybe that's why they made it 7 episodes. And because usually they're in an even amount for the most part, I'd say.
WandaVision was 9.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I don't know. I imagine they had to build an extra episode in there because
Yeah,
for a 50-minute episode to just be about not even the main character, then you're gonna need you're gonna need an extra episode.
exactly. But I was here for it. Like I mentioned on the reaction, it reminded me a lot of the Ahsoka episode and Mando, where she showed up in the first 10 seconds. So it was the same kind of thing. And I think the first noticeable thing for Ahsoka too was the lightsabers, because you see the white lightsaber, the white blade pop out. And when you see Mando's outline, when you see his shadow, or not shadow, his,
You could see him through the
yeah, I can't think of the word.
look like a shower curtain type.
Yeah, but like
silhouette.
Yeah, exactly. When you saw his silhouette, you saw the Beskar staff sticking up. So that was like the first noticeable thing.
And then obviously pulls out the Darksaber.
Exactly. So that was awesome to see him wield it again. It's awesome to see him cut people in half with it, to be honest. That was dope.
Yeah.
But moving back forward a little bit, the pod racing scene was really cool, where we saw him fly through Beggar's Canyon, targeting some Womp. He didn't target them, but it was a cool callback to A New Hope, targeting Womp Rats. So that was really cool. What else do you have?
No, that's the one thing I am excited for that I really liked at the end was that he told Fennec that he would help Boba for free, or this one's on the house is what he said, and I really like that because Boba really didn't have a reason to help him in season 2 of Mando. I mean, obviously, it was kind of his fault they were in the situation to an extent, but not really. But he went out of his way to say, like, we were in your service until the child is safely returned to you. And I can only imagine how much that meant to Din, which is probably why he's doing this on the house now.
Exactly. So the next line, he said, "It's on the house, but first I have to pay a visit to a little friend." Was that the line?
To an old friend, I think is what he said.
I think he said little.
Did he say little
I
friend?
thought he said little in it.
Dude, are we gonna see Grogu in the show?
I don't know, man.
See Grogu in the show?
Are we gonna see Luke? Is that how they bring Han Solo in? Because there are so many hard rumors of Han Solo showing up.
I genuinely don't know how they can do it, because like right now is such a confusing time with like the whole Jedi Academy thing, and like when Ben would have been in there, and like
even if Ben was in there, like,
but
I
I'm
can't
saying
remember
like
exactly
I'm saying
when
like
he's
this
born,
is
but
this is like
little.
this is the era people want to know information about where Luke's character went downhill, quote unquote downhill. So anything that we're gonna see involving Grogu, odds are like Luke has to be involved somehow if he's training with him.
Yeah, definitely.
And maybe we can get some of those questions answered. I don't know. It's a lot,
Maybe we can see a young Ben Solo too. Not saying that that'll be in this show, but
wild
dude, this
though.
is I can't see us seeing him next week though. I don't know, but if he's gonna need if he's helping Boba, if Din is helping Boba, but Din needs to go see Grogu first, connect the puzzle pieces. It seems like we are gonna see him, because it seems like Boba needs Din's help now.
Right.
I don't know, but where are they going? Where did Luke take him? Who's with Luke?
Does he even know? Like, no, I don't know.
Dude, I'm sure he knows, because he says he needs to pay him a visit. So it seems like he knows exactly where he is. What I'm kind of scared for is, what if he knows, and going back to what the armorer said, which Jedi have to forego all attachment, is this...
Does he go there and then get like shunned away? Like,
maybe not shunned, but Luke, at the end suggests, if I'm training him correctly, he can't have an attachment to you. So I don't know. It's a lot.
What just sucks about Grogu is he ages so slowly.
Yeah.
So
it's good for the fandom.
it is good for the fandom, but like it's bad for him because he stays young for a long time and is
Yeah,
looking for that father figure for a long time.
and he found it.
He
Yeah,
did.
it's next week's gonna be an intense episode. I feel like we could see a little green friend, and we're gonna come back to Tatooine. I do see some heavy cameos next week, which is going to be awesome. Do you have anything else for this episode or for Chapter 6 next week?
No, man, I'm just really excited to potentially see our little green guy in this show. That and any other cameos that might be coming in the next week or two. I see a very climactic ending to the show coming, and with the potential of season 2, who knows what could be built up for that. So I'm here for the ride, man.
Definitely. Same here. Same here. It was a good feeling watching Mando tonight. It almost felt like we were actually back watching Mandalorian
I
and we
know.
weren't watching Boba Fett anymore. It was cool. That was a fun experience. So, guys, thank you for tuning into our review. We hope you enjoyed it. And if you're still here, make sure to go check out our reaction as well. We'll have the link in the description. But until the next episode, this is the way.
This is the way.